Mayor Dierenfeld, or I should say Mayor Paula Dierenfeld. It's a Monday. She's one of our favorites here in the studio because you always have a ton of fun with us. But you want to have fun with the entire community.
Absolutely.
With one of our favorite events, and I know it's of yours as well.
At least 2,500 people.
At least.
Wow.
Okay, good. With something known as Kites on the Green. Tell us about this great event.
Kites on the Green is the annual kite festival in Johnston. We started about 6 years ago, and it's a full day of activities all about kites.
And
I love
how
it.
did we get a kite festival in Johnston?
Well, you know, it goes back to my childhood. I grew up in northwest Iowa, a small town called Sac City, and every year for decades, the Kiwanis up there hosted a kite festival.
Okay.
So I grew up, every year in the spring.
It was a part of your youth.
Absolutely. Every year in the spring, I look forward to the tulips blooming, the robins coming back, and the kites going up in the sky.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah,
I love it.
No, because back when we were growing up, kites were a big thing because
Absolutely.
they didn't cost a lot of money,
Right.
and they could entertain you for hours.
That's right. Well, kites are the oldest toy in the world, and every culture has had kites of some form or another.
Wow.
That's amazing. Okay, so we know you're the mayor of Johnston, so obviously happening up in the Johnston area. Where specifically, though?
It will be on Saturday, May
Okay.
4th, from 10 o'clock until 5 o'clock in the afternoon at the Johnston Library, the great lawn.
At the library, okay.
The great lawn at the Johnston Library. So if you're driving up Johnston on Merle Hay, you can't miss it. You'll
Okay.
see all of these beautiful kites in the air.
Oh, I love it.
So 2,500 people is what we're expecting to come out.
That's what we had last year, so I think we can do even better.
Because we were just looking at Taylor's
look at that.
forecast.
How fun.
Look at that. Taylor's forecast, there's one good day, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and it's Saturday, Jackie.
Yeah, Taylor is going to deliver. Mid-70s, sunshine. It's going to be absolutely gorgeous.
So tell us about the day. So people bring out their kites, you're making kites. What all happens on this beautiful day?
Well, what you see here, first of all, you saw some of the show kites. So
Right.
these are the big 40-foot kites that only professionals can fly.
Wow.
You know, squids, octopus, dragons, just these beautiful kites. There's also what's called kite fighting. We have kites that you can actually, you try and tangle them up and then pull the other kite down. So we have kite fighting.
Really?
I want to see that in person.
It's fun. We have bull races, and bulls are these parachute-shaped kites
Okay.
that you pull behind you and you race with them, and it's kind of like a tug of war with the wind.
Okay.
Oh, no
And I've
way.
never won the race.
But you tried.
I tried.
I've never heard of that either.
Yeah, sometimes,
Won the race.
sometimes the wind gusts will come up and literally lift me right up off the ground.
And then there goes the mayor floating away like E.T.
That's
right.
amazing, the power that shows you just
You
by
bet.
using a kite in the wind as
You
well.
bet.
But a lot of kids or families out there might be saying, well, we don't have a kite, but
Well,
we want to participate.
we've got the answer for that. We have kite kits, and they're
Kite
free.
kits.
And everybody that shows up, even if you show up with a kite, we've got kites that you can make. Now, they look like a sack.
Okay.
It looks like a sack, but it turns into this wonderful little kite, a sled kite that anybody can fly.
sled kite.
That anybody can fly. I've seen
Oh, I
2-year-olds
love it.
fly these kites.
That's so much fun because it doesn't, sometimes it takes a little trick with the wind, but truly anybody can fly a kite.
And these don't take much wind. When everything else
Really?
is on the ground, these are
Still up in the air.
Absolutely.
Because they don't weigh anything.
That's
It's
right.
Very,
that's
very
right.
light.
It takes just a very
So
small
how
gust of
difficult
wind.
is it to make one of these
It
things?
is very easy.
Very easy.
Very easy.
All right, shall
Should we give it a try?
We're going to give it a try.
Okay. The first thing you need to do.
All right. Oh, thank
Here's
you.
some scissors for
We'll
you
get
there,
this
Jackie.
out of the way.
What are
The
we
first thing you
doing
need to
first?
do is
You're gonna be the kite master here.
You need to take the ingredients out.
Okay. So shake it and get
Oh,
everything
there's
out.
things in here.
Yes. These are
I'm
the
like, did you
parts.
get me
You
some
get the
groceries?
string, you get the little supports, you get the
That's right.
ribs, these little cardboard ribs.
That's right.
Okay.
Okay,
And
now-
so then the next thing you do is you take your scissors, and as I tell the kids, you cut along all of the railroad tracks.
Okay, so the dotted line on the bottom.
Right.
Okay, so we cut the dotted line on the bottom. After taking the stuff out, so you don't
That's-
cut right through it.
That's right. And then I also tell the kids, just cut on one side. If you cut all the way through, then we have to start over again.
Okay, so you cut
So
the
just the
bottom
top.
off completely, right?
Right.
And then you open it up.
Right.
Oh, more railroad tracks. I see what you're saying.
And then
here.
you-
But open it up. Don't cut all the way
Right,
through.
right, right.
Okay.
Then we're making snowflakes, and we don't want to
Some-
think about that.
Sometimes when they do that, I can tape it. And, growing up as a kid, I used to have these little balsam airplanes.
Okay. Right. Yes. I remember those from a
Yeah.
long time ago.
Yeah,
With
and,
the little rubber bands on them.
Yeah, and I used to break them, from flying them so much. My mom would keep putting tape on them, and pretty soon they got so heavy they wouldn't fly anymore.
So you take out the little triangle there.
Right.
The bag
Okay.
And then you
back.
cut through the center here.
This side.
Oh, you're cutting through the center too.
Right.
Where the little
and then
dotted
you
lines are.
follow
And all the way
rail-
off?
Yep, follow the railroad tracks all the way up.
Well, here we go.
So how has this progressed since you initiated this, 6 years ago? Oh, how do you think things are going?
Oh, it is really taking off. I mean, every year.
She said taking off. Okay.
There we go. Every year it just keeps getting bigger and better. I mean, I think the first year we had like 500 or 800 people, and last year we had 2,500 people.
Wow.
So what's the biggest surprise when people come out and they witness some of the kites that are flying around and things like this?
Well, I think they're just surprised by all the shapes and sizes and colors and
All right,
you know, the fact that, you know, so many people are there from you know, different nationalities, different cultures, different abilities. You know, you see people in wheelchairs flying kites. You see.
Okay, now we're taking some tape here and we're reinforcing the
little
pieces
dots
of the kite.
Are you doing the dots?
Right. So
Okay.
kind of flip it over so you have good support on front and back.
I taped my shut, which makes no
Whoops.
sense because I just cut it apart. All right, here we go.
Okay, there you go.
Boom.
And then the next thing you do is you punch a
Oh,
little
pull
hole where that
punch.
dot is.
Okay,
Okay.
and the tape, like you said, the tape will give it the additional support that it needs.
That's right.
So you don't just pull the string right through the kite itself.
Exactly.
Now, you guys have been celebrating a huge anniversary as the city of Johnston all year long. Are there other exciting things we can look forward to coming up soon?
You bet. This it's hard to believe, but Johnston as a community is only 50 years old.
Really?
We were just incorporated in 1969. So we are celebrating our 50th birthday this
Yeah.
year.
How about that?
So we have all kinds of activities associated with that, and the capstone of it. And I think maybe, Jackie, I tried to open these up just a little bit, but
Slide
yep, you
slide the sticks on something that's
bet.
already don't even have to create or fold or nothing.
This is
This is the trickiest part.
almost dummy proof.
This sometimes it's hard to get that little sleeve
This dummy
open.
can't pull the stick off the table here. So.
Where's the best place to go for people to learn more, not only about the city of Johnston, but all the great events that you have coming up, including this one this weekend, but
You bet.
with celebrating 50 years, how can people learn more?
If they go to our website, cityofjohnston.com,
Okay.
and they will see all of the different activities that we have going on in Johnston. So
I love
they
it.
can get the information about the events associated with the 50th anniversary, as well as with Kites on the Green.
Now, how many kites do we think are going to be out there for the event coming up this weekend?
Well, you know, at any one time, and again, it starts at 10 in the morning and goes till 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and we
So
know that
all day.
there's a lot of other things going on this weekend, so we know that we're, you know, we're not the only thing that people will want to go to. But if you just come out for an hour, you know, you'll really enjoy yourself and have a lot of fun. So at any one time, I mean, there are hundreds of kites up in the air at any one time.
What's your favorite kite?
I think the big purple dragon.
Really?
Ooh.
Okay.
So we're going to check out the Big Purple Dragon. You can see others talking about the event and getting their kites ready to go. We're in our final stages here. If the sticks are in,
The sticks are in.
Put the string through the two
Then
holes.
What you do is you take one end of the string, stick it in one hole,
Okay.
tie it. Do the same on the other side. Jackie, you're good at this.
I'm like you, Mayor. I grew up with kites, and I thought they were the coolest thing.
And it's just a matter of just tying the little pieces together, and then your kite is
I've
ready-
lost
ready
a
to
few,
rock and
though, so
roll.
I don't know how good I am over the years. I've lost some kites.
Well, there was one little boy a couple of years ago. He had never flown a kite before. He and his family sat down and made a kite the night before. He came out, and they had yards and yards of string connected to it. He had that kite so far up in the air, so high, it was almost invisible.
Really?
And it just scared me because this little guy was standing about this tall, and I was afraid that, you know, that the
Have
kite
like a-
would just lift him up and carry him to the next county.
Have you like a Mary
And-
Poppins
whoops.
moment or something?
Nope. One.
All right, we're
string here,
finishing.
One on each side. Okay.
Right.
We're finishing up our kites here on Iowa Live this morning, but remind everybody, Mayor, if people want to participate, make their own kites or bring their own for a beautiful festivity, give us all the details once again.
Again, it is this Saturday, May 4th, from 10 o'clock in the morning until 5 in the afternoon, and it is at Johnston Commons, which is the great lawn at the public library, just off of Merle Hay.
Just off of Merle Hay. Get on
All
Merle
right,
Hay,
Mayor,
head
let
north.
me see that kite to your left over there, right to your left.
You bet.
All right, here's my kite's done, folks. Okay, my kite's done. There it is.
You did a great job,
See, that
Lou.
looks perfect, doesn't it? See, that it's just that
Oh,
simple.
man, I didn't tie well
And
enough.
you can have
Wow,
the
it
kite
is a
ready to
Monday.
go. And the mayor will give you a hand, too. If
That's
you're having
right,
a hard
that's
time, you're going
right.
to be out
Oh.
there with bells on.
I
it.
tied
That's
a
right. I've
string.
made a lot of these kites. I can
Love it.
I'm a pro.
That
So
is
great
awesome.
to see you.
You bet. Thank you
Wonderful.
again, and hopefully we'll see all of you
Kites on the ground.
Saturday.
On Saturday.
Perfect.
Wonderful.
Thank you, Mary. Good to
Appreciate it.
see you,
You bet.
as
Thank
always.
you.
You
Don't
bet.
forget-
to see you.
Thank you.
It is